Hello everybody and welcome back to Pierce Gaming News. PS4 rest mode boot problems prompt the strangest fixes. The issue persists when you put your system in standby as it becomes difficult to turn the console back on again. I have not experienced that problem, but I only put my PS4 in rest mode like twice. Didn't have any issues. Sony's official response to the unfortunate oversight has to be reinstall the latest operating system overhaul, which you can do from safe mode, which is kind of a pain because, it is their fault to begin with, so yeah. A large number of users are having luck with the second strange solution, even though we've been unable to verify it ourselves, said the source. If you're willing to give anything a go to get your system running properly again, then on your primary account go to settings and then select PSN. From there, tap account information followed by a sign-in ID, email, and verify. You'll be sent to a link to your inbox, which then clicked will verify your email address. And apparently that will work. Sounds pretty confusing to do and way too many steps. Honestly, I would not even put the PS4 into rest mode until it's fixed, because then you don't have to worry about having this issue. Although that is a pretty strange fix, I will say that, but it seems like way too much of a hassle to go through all those steps just to get the console to turn back on normally. I wish Sony would have tested this update before it was released to figure out what was causing the issue with people's consoles, but maybe when they tested it everything was fine. I kind of figured with an update this big there is going to be bugs involved, because once you want to add something it always messes something else up in the system. I just hope Sony can fix this solution as soon as possible. WatchDogs 2 will make big changes, Ubisoft says. Ubisoft Montreal Vice President Creative Lionel Reynaud admitted that WatchDogs was a flawed game. I love how they hyped this game up so much and now they say it has flaws. They're planning to make radical changes with the uneventful sequel. Renaud said, "There are flaws, obviously. We absolutely wanted to tackle these flaws and surprise players, and the way to tackle some of those flaws is going to be quite radical. There are parts of the game that will need to change." I was let down by Watch Dogs. I mean, really, Ubisoft couldn't hype this game up anymore, and it was supposed to be better than GTA. I am actually surprised that they're coming out with another one, or a sequel, because I didn't even know that those sales numbers were that high. They sold 9 million or something like that. But this game needs to improve a lot more, since I'm not sure how many of those copies were from people who bought the game and got rid of it 2 weeks later. Let's hope they can improve this game, because as of right now they have lost a huge fan base, including me, since this game was so boring and it really wasn't fun to play at all. Let's see how round 2 will go. But I bet there will be so many people skeptical of this series and wait until gameplay and reviews come out to purchase it. So what do you guys think? Would you buy Watch Dogs 2? Because Watch Dogs 1 was pretty much a letdown, hyped up, way overhyped. Let me know down in the comments. Assassin's Creed Unity PS4 resolution is lacking in screenshots that were supposedly leaked. Assassin's Creed Unity PS4 resolution has been the center of a fierce turnaround for Ubisoft lately. But when Black Flag released, the next-gen consoles were still fairly new, so they were able to push the hardware to its limits. But those games were barely better than the 360 and PS3, to be honest. Ubisoft appears to be underachieving once again, despite claims that they push every game to the console's limits. The general consensus among fans is that the next-gen console, we expected to see better visuals. Unity leaked screens appear no sharper than those of Assassin's Creed 4. People in the distance also look like they were rendered on PS3 at its best. With the reveal of screen grabs throwing off the Assassin's Creed Unity PS4 resolution, it appears that Ubisoft may be losing a lot of fans. Gamers expect better visuals from next-gen titles. I'll be honest with you, these next-gen consoles aren't even that powerful. I've said that many times before. They're not as powerful as people think they are. You're paying $400 basically for a console that's mediocre PC. I don't know why people are complaining. They also said Mario Kart 8 runs at 1080p 60 frames per second on the Wii U. PlayStation 4 is supposed to be more powerful. I like how they just had to throw that in there. I'm actually kind of upset with Ubisoft. Can't even talk today. With Ubisoft as of late, because it seems like all their games are hyped up to the max and they're making insane claims on the game. I mean, look at Watch Dogs. That game was a huge flop because it was so boring and you just couldn't get attached to the character. Far Cry 4, on the other hand, looks amazing, and I am a huge fan of the Far Cry series and cannot wait to see more on that game. I love the Assassin's Creed series as much as the next guy, but wow, this game is really lacking in detail. Usually I'm not one to pick apart these kind of things, but it really doesn't look stunning like they claim. The earlier gameplay was probably on PC because the game looked crisp and smooth, but they have to scale it down for many reasons on consoles. No doubt the game still looks fantastic on console, but it's just not what Ubisoft hyped it up to be. There was a picture in the article where he was running through the streets and people in distance were very poorly rendered. Let's be realistic here. When you're running and either chasing somebody or just exploring the map, how much are you actually going to be stopping and looking at the pedestrian? Yeah, that's what I thought. Not that much. Other than that, the game looks absolutely amazing. I hope this game turns out to be great. I know it will, but people need to stop complaining about the visuals, since Ubisoft is trying to give you the most detail on the focus point, which is a good thing, because then it would feel like you were there and the game will look even prettier. They're basically just it looks like they're just trying to take all the power and push it out to what you're looking at. Kind of like an out of focus behind you thing, maybe. They're just trying to put the most power and make the game look as pretty as they possibly can. So just calm down and play the game. I mean, Assassin's Creed 4 looked really good on console. Now that they've had a full year, it's going to look even better this year with Unity. And plus it's going to be in the French Revolution. Who doesn't love that? Let's all just play these games and not worry about graphics. Thank you. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. I don't really notice that much of a difference, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, it looks a little bit scaled down, but guess what? These consoles don't have dedicated graphics cards. So what do you expect? Just let me know what you guys think. You're going to purchase Unity, or... because I for one am. And do you guys notice any differences in the screenshots? Is that going to bug you? Doesn't look too bad. Alright. That's all the news I got for you guys today. Make sure to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.